So joining us today as our presenter is John Pattison. And John has taken on a role with Strong Towns that's critical to the work that we're doing to advance the movement or the mission of Strong Towns to change the development pattern across North America in order to allow for communities to prosper. And the way that we see a key part of that playing out is by mobilizing people to take action with the message of Strong Towns. And in order for that to happen, we realized it couldn't just be a lone wolf strategy. Individuals on their own, sitting behind a keyboard, tapping furiously in the comment section in the local newspaper or whatever that looked like, that it actually required and benefits from people getting together. And so out of that, the Local Conversations program was formed. And John, John, you'll have to share how we've had local conversations long before there ever was a local conversations program, which is part of why we've committed as Strong Towns. In part because of member support, we've been able to provide a platform for resourcing and strengthening our local conversations groups wherever they happen to be. And so a special shout out to all of the local conversations leaders that have joined us this morning or this afternoon. You're awesome. We love what you're doing. We want to support you in every way possible, as well as to others that are interested in it or perhaps willing in time to join a group, maybe not to lead it, but to join it and to help and support the growing movement for change within your community. And so on that note, I'm going to turn it over to John with the caveat that John is not feeling 100%. So we wouldn't even have noticed if I hadn't said anything, but for John's sake, I'm going to let you all know. So that way, John just feels more assured. And so John, welcome and thank you.
I've been with Strong Towns for 3.5 years now. I started actually as our content manager and I did that for about 2.5 years. And I guess, sometime in 2021, I communicated to Rachel and to Chuck that as much as I love the content management work, like where my heart was kind of drawing me was to our community building work. We'd had a great community builder on staff, Jacob Moses, who was here for a long time. He had taken a job working as an executive director for a local nonprofit where he lives in Denton, Texas. And so that position had been empty for a while, and I was kind of feeling drawn toward it. And so toward the end of 2021, before I transitioned to this full-time community builder role, one of the things that Rachel and I did was we reached out to all of the existing local conversations that were on our local conversations map. We kind of wanted to see how they were faring this side of the pandemic, what they had been working on. And what we discovered kind of blew us away. First of all, we were amazed at what local conversations had been doing, largely without a ton of direct support from the Strong Towns organization. They were working on a wide variety of issues. They were acting in a wide variety of ways, or taking action in a wide variety of ways. And we thought to ourselves, and then as a whole organization, if this is what local conversations can do, again, largely without direct support from the Strong Towns organization and the larger movement, what is possible for them and what's possible for that larger Strong Towns movement if we actually were able to provide more support? And so that's part of what we did. That's a big part now of what I do. We spent a lot of 2022, kind of learning as much as we can about the best ways that local conversations can be launched and then supported. And I'll get into some of those findings here.